Hi there, Love Monanjaya here, and welcome to Path to C# Mastery, Lesson 3, and we are looking at decision making. So this is Lesson 3, Making Decisions, Part 1. One of the things that makes a computer program useful is the ability to make decisions based on conditions. To evaluate conditions, the program makes use of what are known as comparison operators. The first comparison operator is the equal to sign. When two items are being compared for equality, this is what we use. If the two items are equal, then the condition is true. If they are not equal, then the condition is false. Then the next one is the not equal to operator. That's an exclamation mark and the equals sign. Also used to compare two items or two values. If the two values are equal, then the condition is false. If the two values are not equal, then the condition is true. Next, we have the greater than operator. This one is also used to compare two values. If the first value is greater than the second, then the condition is true. If the first value is less than the second, then the condition is false. Then we have the less than operator. If the first value is less than the second value, then the condition is true. If the first value is greater than the second, then the condition is false. And then we have the greater than or equal to. Compares two values. If the first value is greater than or equal to the second value, then the condition is true. Then we have the less than or equal to operator. Compares two values. If the first value is less than or equal to the second value, then the condition is true. Otherwise, the condition is false. So those are our comparison operators. You can take a screenshot of that and print it out. You may need it later. In some cases, these operators are used together with or in conjunction with logical operators. First logical operator on our list is the AND logical operator, or the logical AND. Then we have the logical OR and the logical NOT. Okay, we'll look at these as we do our coding examples. Now let's do some coding. We create a new project. Ensure that it says console there and C# there. This is a console application. We select console app.NET framework. And we say next. And then we give it a name. We'll call it Decisions Demo. Yes, Decisions Demo. And of course, we place it in an appropriate folder. Okay, and we say create. Okay, we are ready to go. We'll create two variables. One is a variable for age. The second will be a character variable for gender. We'll assign 20 to our age variable. And then we'll assign F to our gender variable. As we saw in lesson 2, we use single quotes when assigning a value to a character variable. So we have age 20, gender female. we are going to code what is known as an if statement to evaluate a condition. So we say if, then the condition, condition must always be enclosed in parentheses. Then we press enter. We put our braces there. Okay, so we're saying if age is less than 18, we must display this message. Put that, and here we're going to say console.readline to keep the output on the screen for as long as we wish. Okay. So since 20 is greater than 18, we do not expect anything to be displayed on the screen. So let's see, let's run it. And there, it has given us nothing. Then there is also what we call an else. In combination, we call this an if-else statement. So we are changing our if statement to an if-else statement. So console dot write line. You are not a minor. Then also we say console dot read line. Okay, let's run it now and see what happens. And there it tells us you are not a minor. But let's change this to 10. We run it. And it says you are a minor. So our program has made a decision based on the condition. It has made a comparison between what's contained in the age variable and the value we have supplied here to be compared with. Now let's code another if statement that involves the use of a logical operator. We'll say if, take note of the comparison operator there, gender is equal to M. Display this message. Console dot write line. Console dot read line. Else put our open and closed braces there. some sort of straight line. We say console straight line, and we terminate that with a semicolon. So what will happen here is, if this person's age is above 17 and gender is male, then that person is a man. Let's go up there. Age says 10 and gender says female. So what we expect here is that the program will tell us that this person is a minor. That is from this first if else statement here. And then it will also tell us that this person is not a man. Yeah, that's what we expect. Let's check. Yes, you are a minor. We press enter. Our read line statement there demands that we press enter in order for the next statement to run. There it says you are not a man, and that's correct. This person is a minor. And not only that, this person is a female. All right, let's change this to male and see if there will be any change. It says you are a minor. Press enter. Then it says you are not a man. Yes, a minor is not a man. Despite being male, this person is not a man. That's the effect of the logical operator AND. It means both of these conditions have to be true for this statement here to be displayed. So this individual is less than 17, but is male. So the condition is still false. It goes to execute what is in the else block. Let's change the age of this individual to 30. So this individual is both above 17 and the gender is male. So it should tell us that. So it should say, you are not a minor, you are a man. So that's how the if-else statement works, and that's how logical operator AND works. So far, our code is only able to tell us that the person is either a man or not a man. At this point, allow me to introduce the else if. So the if statement, if the condition is true, it performs this block. If not, it performs that block. Okay. Now let's introduce the else if. Instead of just saying else, we are going to say else if. This allows us to add another condition here. Age is greater than 17 and gender goes to female. Right? You are a woman. Then the else. We will say you are neither a man nor a woman. Okay, so here is the logic of what we've just done. So if age is greater than 17 and gender is M, then this person is a man. But if not, it checks again if the age is above 17 and the gender is F. And if this condition is true, then this individual is a woman. But if both these conditions turn out to be false, then the person is neither a man nor a woman. So let's run it. Or first, let's check what do we have in our variables. We have 30 and M. This will say the person is a man. Let's put F there. So this time, instead of just saying you are not a man, it will tell us, oh, there's an error somewhere. We need to correct it. Yes, semicolon is missing. We also forgot to add the read statement. And semicolon. Okay, let's run it. You are not a minor. Yes, that's true. The person is 30 years old. Press enter. You are a woman. Yes. So now it has told us that this person is a woman because the age is 30 and gender is F. Okay, let's change that to 15 and run it. Now this person is neither a man nor a woman. This is a minor. So it says you are a minor. You press enter. You are neither a man nor a woman. So that's how the if, else if, and then else statement works. So you can put as many conditions as needed under the else if. You can have another else if under this. And then the final one, if none of the above conditions are met or satisfied, you can have an else to finally end it all. So that's how the if statement works. So if you just have an if statement without an else, it will stay silent if the condition is false. It will only do something if the condition is met. But if you add an else, then if the condition is not met, it will do what is in the else block. And then if you have an else if the condition here is not met, it will go to the else if block. If that is not met, then the else will take effect. It will perform what is in there. If the first condition evaluates to true, then it will perform what is in this block.